It feels like a world away from Moscow, an industrial dystopia of slag, steam, smoke. This is Magnitogorsk. It was built by a dictator who called himself Man of Steel, Stalin. The idea of a strong ruler, an iron hand, is still attractive here. In her tiny flat, Fanuzia Kausarovna is raising 4 of her grandchildren by herself. But as tough as things are, she remains upbeat about the future and about Russia's current leader.
Vladimir Putin is my favorite. He can sing, he can do politics, everything. He's boosted our country. Russia gets noticed now. I want him to be president forever.
The suspicion is he does too. Vladimir Putin is in a hurry to rewrite Russia's constitution. It's for the good of the country, he says. But critics claim his real aim is to stay in power indefinitely, if not as president, then in some other role. Putin forever. Is that something Russians would celebrate? In Magnitogorsk, some of these ice hockey fans would. It will be brilliant if he stays, Vasily says. Putin's the most hard-working president we've had. But many here skate around the subject of Kremlins and constitutions. People's priority is to feed their families, says Victor. They don't have the time to think about politics.
If Vladimir Putin's plan is to stick around on the political stage, to hold on to power in some form as long as he wants, it's clear that many Russians will accept that, either because they believe there's no alternative to Putin, or because they feel they don't have the power anyway to influence the key decisions about Russia's future taken at the top.
But some Russians are trying. Across the Urals, in Yekaterinburg, these protesters are accusing Putin of a constitutional coup.
The authorities are treating the constitution like toilet paper. They're using it to wipe their bottoms, which have got stuck to the throne.
You know, for a city of 1.4 million people, it's not exactly a big turnout.
Tatiana still believes in the power of protest. But sadly, she says, the Russian people are sleeping. And that means that if a Russian leader wants to stay in power, to rule forever, right now, there is little to stand in their way. Steve Rosenberg, BBC News, the Urals, Russia.